neck and neck. Who's got the lead? Rico Tringali is going to win it! Rico Tringali just stole a win from Karen Vieira. Ethan Rogers looks like he's going to pass Michael Amato. Michael Amato's shot at a win here is over.
I don't know who to trust, no surprise.
Everyone feels so far away from me.
Heavy thoughts sift through dust and the lies.
Trying not to break, but I'm so tired of this deceit. Every time I try to make myself get back up on my feet, all I ever think about is this, all the tiring time between and how.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final race of the Challenger round. We are here at Indianapolis for the John Wayne Walding 400. 24 laps of racing. Pit stops, maybe 2 or 3, as the cars are rolling off here on the front straightaway. On the pole in his new Minnesota Twins car that he is finally going to drive for the rest of the chase, which is what he won the All-Star race, so he got this car. Sitting beside him will be Kate Rogers. Row 2 is Steve Cavallo and one of the part-timers that made his way in through the part-timers race, Logan York. Row 3, Scott Greeny and Karen Vieira with another great qualifying effort. Row 4, Michael Santos and Peter Sands. And in row 5 is Michael Amato and Jim Morton. Now, Michael Amato must win. Him along with Michael Amato, along with John Linhares. John Linhares starting 28th. Those two drivers must win or have everybody else do terrible, and they have to do really good in order to have a shot to make it into the next round, which is the contender round, which will be at Road America, New Hampshire, and Kyalami. So 2 road courses and like a flat 1 mile track. Anyway, rest of your chasers start in 12th is Tony Vieira, 13th James Morton, 14th Logan Scott. Other notable, Sean Hoppel starts 18th. 19th is last week's winner, Michael Naylor. Other chasers, Benjamin Tilton starting 23rd. Nathan Rogers starting 26th. As we said, John Linhares will start 28th. Peyton Goodwin starts 32nd. Hayden Bergeron, coming back from his concussion, will start 33rd. Austin Alf starts 34th. Peggy Bowling, part-timer, makes it in, starts 35th. Allison Rogers, chaser, starts 36th. Janice Reese made it in, she starts 38th. That's because Sean Hoppel finished 2nd. Logan York finished 4th, so he got in, blah, 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 blah. Zachary Rogers will start 40th, and Michael Parker will start 42nd. As we get ready to go green flag racing, we will look at the spectator cam here. Last race of the Eliminator round is underway here at Indianapolis for the John Wayne Walding 400. As we head into turn 1, as we'll watch the cars fly by here. These cars hit speeds of up to 215 miles per hour on the straights, and they slide around in the turns at over 200 miles per hour. Franklin Ayres got kind of low there, and I think he almost wrecked himself with others. There was a wreck in the part-timers race, but the caution wasn't called. That's why Cindy Vieira finished 25th again, but she was in the back of the pack, so that's probably why. But so far, Michael Beeson looking for his first win of the season. He hasn't won since Darlington of Season 2. That was his last win. As I can see at the top here, I'm looking at speeds of 220 Michael Beeson hit. So not 215, 220. And going through the turns at about 205. We are running at 110%. One of the few tracks that you can actually run 110% and not get a total wreck fest. At least this version of the track. As they go through that bump on the back straightaway. 2 teammates here, 2 chasers, Scott Greeny and Michael Amato. Michael Amato already making his way into 2nd. Scott Greeny, I don't remember if it was last season or season 1. He took a pretty hard lick here and was on his roof. Michael Santos, who came up short and currently in 4th spot. Kate Rogers, who was doing pretty good until she got caught a lap down last week's doing up here. Peter Sands, Steve Cavallo, 2 other drivers up here doing pretty good. Daniel Carnier, who's had a terrible season. Don't know if he'll be in the 18 next year. A lot of stuff about next season's really up in the air right now. Nobody out of the race. Good, good. Nico Tringali with the fastest lap so far, but we're only on lap 3. So Michael Amato will settle into second place as he'll try to hunt down Michael Beeson. And the funny thing is, when they first made this Twins card, they forgot a lot of stuff. First, they forgot the passenger side number. Then they forgot the name over the door somewhere. And then it was finally finished. But, you know, sometimes good things take time, but this car looks magnificent. It's his 3rd custom car. Don't worry, he doesn't have the most. I think Zachary Rogers has like 10 or something. From different people, of course. I don't think one person would do 10 cars for somebody. As Michael Amato is going to look for the lead. This is the Valvoline car he got for winning the Season 1 championship. He also has a tied car, but he doesn't really run it much. And it looks like Michael Amato tries to take the lead, but sometimes going through turn 4, you kind of have to hold up on the inside line. So now Steve Cavallo, who won Charlotte, is up here. Now this is kind of considered a speedway, despite being a 2.5-mile track. As turn 1s and 2 are kind of the passing turns, as now Amato will take the lead from Beeson. As we stated earlier before the race started, Amato has to win in order to make it to the contender round. And he is doing good so far. He has not won since Season 1. And I forget where that win came from, but I think it was a speedway. Anyway, he's doing a good job so far, as here comes Nico Tringali, who won at Michigan, who got his 4th win of the year, 4th win of his career back at Michigan, race 15. Frank Linhares up here, who got his first career win last year in the Chase. But Nico Tringali won 2 races his first season, then won 1 race last season to the championship win, and has won 1 race this year. Michael Amato won 4 races his first year and hasn't won since. So these two, two of the drivers in the 4 wins group. Scott Greeny has 5 career wins, and Steve Cavallo has 7 career wins. And Cavallo leads the all-time win list, as Frank Linhares is looking on the back of Nico Tringali. And I believe pit stops are coming up here, as Kate Rogers just pit in. We got a wreck on the front straightaway. Cars are everywhere. Caution flag is out. They will have the drivers race back to the line. But it looks like from 11th place back, somebody wrecked. So that will be interesting. There's Kate Rogers. These drivers are all going to get held up since the caution came out before they hit the line. But we'll go through who was involved. It doesn't look like that many people. Kate Rogers making her stop. She will fall a lap down here, it looks like. But Amato will be the leader, with Nico Tringali 2nd, 3rd Frank Linhares, 4th will be Michael Beeson, 5th Benjamin Tilton, 6th Daniel Carneiro, 7th Michael Santos, 8th Scott Greeny, 9th Sam York, and 10th will be Steve Cavallo. As they almost caught the back of the field here. Here are the rest of the cars. Looks like some people made it through. Let's see what caused the first big caution of the day. Thank you, nice spectator camera. Looks like Sean Harple tries to go low, but Shea is there, and Shea will turn into Sean Harple. Then they reconnect, and they're going to come right across the track into Peggy Bowling. James Morton gets hit in the side. Karen Vieira involved. John Linhares gets in another wreck. Benjamin Dion got tapped. Alan Cavanero in another wreck. Zachary Rogers is involved. Allison Rogers gets a piece right there. Everybody did a pretty good job getting through this. But it seems the major chasers involved were Zachary Rogers, Allison Rogers, and maybe John Linhares. Oh, Karen Vieira spun out up here. What's this about? Oh, wow. She was the cause of the big smoke, because after the wreck, she hits the 15 of Shea, and James Morton spins her out again. So she's got a lot of damage. She's the cause of all the smoke we saw. But that appears to be it. So what could have been much bigger was really pretty small. Everybody put their brakes on and did a good job avoiding this, so let's take it to the restart. You ready to go back green? Michael Amato is your race leader still. We will be going green with 13 laps remaining, so there will be probably one more pit stop, and then we'll be done with pit stops. Second place is Season 2 champion Nico Tringali, so the two season champions are 1-2 right now. Third is Frank Linhares. Fourth, Benjamin Tilton. Fifth, Michael Beeson. Sixth, Daniel Carnero. Seventh, Michael Santos. Eighth, Sam York. Ninth is Nathan Rogers, and 10th is Steve Cavallo. Other chasers, Scott Greeny is in 12th. Karen Vieira in 18th. Austin Elves 19th. Zachary Rogers in 20th. Allison Rogers 23rd. Peyton Gooding 25th. John Linhares 30th. Michael Parker 31st. James Morton 33rd. Tony Vieira 37th. And Logan Scott in 40th. Only car out of the race is Alan Cavanero. So that's wonderful for him. 2 races with a wreck. As Raging Ferrets Motorsports, yep, that's the team name. That's Nico Tringali's team. His car numbers are 44, 54, 56, and 65. So, yep. And that's probably not going to help him. Nico probably will want to maybe get rid of him, as none of his team members have really been doing good this year. So, pretty much all 3 of them, it's probably just going to be Nico doesn't even know who his 3 teammates are going to be next year. As, we'll see what happens, but Alan might end up going to Joe Gibbs, we don't know, to drive the 18. But we'll see. Anyway, green flag is back out. As Daniel Carnero's done terrible this year. Doing good right now. Anyway, green flag's back out. Kate Rogers is up to speed. So that will help out Michael Amato as long as Kate Rogers doesn't go to pass Michael Amato. And seeing how they're single file, that probably helps Michael Amato out even more. But running good here probably won't help him. He really needs to win this race. Benjamin Tilton's going to move up to second here. Or he's going to try. The outside line gets a good run coming out of turn 4. But Amato is pulling away for now, and with Kate Rogers between him and the other cars, he's looking pretty good right now. I would say with the way Amato's running right now, what he doesn't want is a caution. And he doesn't want Kate Rogers to come up and pass him either. Oh, I thought I saw somebody maybe get sideways. I don't know. Yep, caution's back out. So somebody got spun out. It might have been Allison Rogers. I thought I saw her car go sideways. Coming under the caution, Michael Amato will lead it, and as long as the 22 of Kate Rogers comes out of pit road behind him, he won't have to worry because double file restarts are now invalid with under 10 to go. Yep, Allison Rogers is involved, so that might destroy her chances at the contender round. John Linhares is involved in another one. Well, you can count him out. He's going into pit road. They're done. And there was another wreck on the front stretch. Or was it on the front stretch? No, it was back here. But John Linhares and Allison Rogers' days are done, so it will be difficult to see what will happen to them. Let's take a look at this caution. Allison Rogers tried to go 3 wide here, and I guess Adam Rogers just didn't see her. They're going to get hooked up, and the 51, if Allison Rogers is the one that's going to end up getting loose here, because she touches the grass first. She spins out. She's going to hit the wall hard, and then bounces back out right in front of John Linhares, so that's a hard lick for the 51. And that is what ruins John Linhares' day. So a 2-car wreck. So let's take on boards with these drivers. On board with Allison Rogers. And if anybody else hit her, she probably would have gotten hurt. Riding on board with John Linhares. I think if he hadn't slowed down when he saw the 51 spin out, he probably might have made it by, but tough break for John Linhares. His chase hopes are done now. Ready to go back green, and a little twist here. Oh, by the way, John Linhares and Allison Rogers are out of the race. No-brainer. So following cars stayed out of the pits. They did not pit. Those were Benjamin Tilton, Sam York, Cody Russell, Stephanie Vanasse, Frank Linhares, Hayden Bergeron, Janice Reese, and the slow car of Jim Morton. Michael Amato on back pit. So Amato was 9th and Dana Carneiro was in 10th. So these guys will have to pit again, but they're probably hoping for a quick caution. Kate Rogers is still a lap down. Well, it's more like tailing the lead lap now, but these drivers still have to pit because they haven't pit in about 9 to 8 laps now. So if they don't pit the first lap after the restart or coming to the restart, they will most likely run out of fuel on the track. I think. But you never know. These guys do know how to stretch their fuel, difference of strategies and stuff. But there you go, 51, 55, 54. So all cars in the 50 numbers are out of the race, except for the 56. That is the only other car with a 50. Scott Green has the fastest time of 42.710. As this should be interesting. So coming to the restart with 7 laps remaining, I do believe these drivers that stayed out will have to pit. So we're going to watch from the spectator cam to see if anybody does run out of gas. So green flag's back out. And I will also be watching the speedometer, as Tilton will move down low to pass Kate Rogers. Michael Amato will now move out to pass Jim Morton. I just saw at the top of the screen. And you can see it now too. And you can see the cars that are slower and stuff. Cody Russell looking for his first career win, but I don't know if it's going to come today. Caution's not out. I'm seeing things. And yep, I was right. Here they come to pit road. And there's a big wreck. Austin Alves is upside down. These drivers came to pit road at the right time because they just saw a wreck. And the race leader will be Michael Amato. Brian Shea is involved. Austin Alves with a big wreck. Gene Harala's terrible season continues. Logan York, one of the part-timers, is out. Anybody else with damage? Zachary Rogers might have gotten some more damage. Peggy Bowling maybe. But all these cars had to wait for that. Went straight to the caution. So now they might all pit or they might stay out. But all the drivers that stayed out pit. And now if the other drivers pit, then Cody Russell will be the race leader. And let's see if they do come to pit road. Then we will check if what happened to Austin Alves. I'm guessing they all checked up because they saw all the drivers going to pit road. Oh man, it looks like it happened before that. But all I know is I saw the 16 of Austin Alves flying through the air. Alright, so these guys are staying out, so the other guys that stayed out earlier are screwed. Wait, where'd the 7th place car go? Michael Naylor's coming down pit road. Jim Morton stayed out and he ran out of gas. So these guys all got screwed. Jim Morton ran out of gas. So yeah, let's check what happened to our third caution of the day. Red flag has just come out and this is why. Austin Alves is coming out of turn 3. And he gets into the 12 Peter Sands, but the 44 Nico Tringali is going to save Peter Sands, but ends up turning Austin Alves by mistake. Now, Austin's going to slide through the grass here, and this is a really bad spot. And 16 comes up, barely hits the 27. Logan York's going to T-bone the 16 of Austin Alves. Austin hits the wall, flies through the air, and his car is going to land on top and almost like into Gene Harala there. He's lucky that that double padding keeps the 16 car out, and then they both go to flip over. And so Austin Alves tumbles, gets on the hood of the 15 too, and turns him and the 15 over. So let's watch that in full speed. Then we'll do some onboards. But as I said, red flag is out. He misses the wall, but then just comes right back. Oh my gosh. Let's ride on board with Austin Alves, Gene Harala, and Logan York. Riding on board Gene Harala in cockpit, since his roof cam was destroyed. And Austin Alves, and I mean Gene Harala, Gene Harala's lucky the car didn't come through the windshield at him. But Gene Harala does appear okay, though I don't know if he wants to continue his terrible season after this. Riding on board with Logan York. And oh my gosh, hit that car at 178 miles per hour. Now riding on board Austin Alves. What a violent wreck for Austin. We'll check on the condition of the three we've just ridden on board with. Ready to go back, green flag racing. It's a green-white checkered, our first of the chase. Out of the race, Gene Harala, Austin Alves, Logan York, and Ryan Shea. Logan York has been deemed okay, but it appears Austin Alves has some injuries that will not allow him to race for the next 2 weeks. So, even if he is somehow in the next round, which I don't know if he will be or not, but if he is somehow in the next round by points, you can still count him out because he will be missing the first 2 races of the round. So you can count Austin Alves out of the championship hunt since he has been hurt here at Indianapolis. And Gene Harala says he is thinking about just ending his season here because he's just done so bad that he doesn't feel like continuing the race. In 16 races, he has about 60 more points than Sean Harpel, who's only raced 6 races. So, yep, Gene Harala is thinking of calling it quits because he's just done so bad. So, if that happens, it will probably be Henrietta Fitzwater filling in for him, since she's driving the RCR car with more sponsorship than Zachary Fitzwater. So that's how that's going to go down. As far as, by the way, green-white checkered is underway. As far as Austin Alves go, Frank Hopkins will fill in. Second time a Roush driver's been hurt this year. Before Adam Rogers was out for 2 weeks with a concussion. So now Frank Hopkins has 4 races of, sorry you got hurt guys, but I'll take care of this. Now can Michael Amato hold on? Michael Amato needs to hold on to make it to the next round. But Michael Santos is looking to the inside. We know that turns 3 and 4 are the turns that you can get a good run on the high side. Michael Santos is looking for the race lead. Will he complete the pass here? Steve Cavallo's up to the top now. Cavallo has to pit. Drivers are going into pit road, but Michael Santos has the race lead. White flag is out. Nathan Rogers looks like he's going to pass Michael Amato. Michael Amato's shot at a win here is over. And there was a wreck on the front straightaway. Caution is not out. I don't know what it was, but I don't care right now. Nathan Rogers trying to hunt down Michael Santos for the win here. It's a 5-car battle. Does anybody have the fuel to make it? Coming out of turn 4. Michael Santos is going to win the John Wayne Walding 400 at Indianapolis. And the caution is out now, but it doesn't matter. The race is over. Santos wins. Nathan Rogers second. Michael Amato third. Scott Greeny fourth. And Daniel Carneros fifth. I don't know what the wreck was, but I don't care. We're not going to show it. Whatever. Race is over, so congratulations, Michael Santos. We will show you your points after this race. It will show who the 4 out are, and yeah. So see you at Road America for the first road course race at the Chase.